Taurus, and welcome to your August 2017 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. All right, I wanted to thank everyone for joining me today, whether it's your first time and I'm saying welcome to you, or if it's a subscriber and I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you so much because I'm like super happy and just surprised that people are noticing my channel. So I'm happy about it, okay? So let's go into the reading. I'll explain a little bit about it. It's a past, present, and future love reading. So I'm going to give you 3 cards for the past position, 3 cards for the present, and 3 cards that, give us a glimpse into the future of the relationship. So let's go ahead and start with the past, okay? The first card you have in the past position is the Death card. It's in reverse. All right, the next card you have is the Queen of Swords, also in reverse. And then you have the Queen of Rods. The King of Wands, okay? This deck calls them rods. All right, so starting with the Death card in reverse, okay? So this represents the inability to let go, okay? Or resisting change. All right, possibly holding on to a situation, a person, or a relationship longer than necessary. Maybe an unhappy situation because you don't want to be alone, okay? Or the relationship was just going through a time of stagnation where nothing was really happening, no progress, no growth. All right, but basically somehow you guys were unable to move to the next phase, or you were unable to move to the next phase, okay? This card also represents someone who's carrying a lot of baggage from the past. All right, so this could represent you, this could represent the person that you are interested in, or it could represent your partner, all right, if you're in a relationship. If you're single, that's probably you carrying old issues from your past, okay? And so then you move into the next card, which is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And this is a very ugly card to get in the reverse position. Because even upright, Queen of Swords, she's not having it, okay? She's not taking any crap. She's not taking any mess. But when you get her in reverse, you get like, this is like basically a bitch on wheels, okay? This is someone who is just cruel, vindictive, possibly cold. They could be mean, all right? Just not happy. This person is pissed off. She's not happy. There's also someone who has their walls up as far as love, okay? They're not letting people in to their heart or near to their heart. Someone who suppresses their feelings, all right? They don't want to show their feelings out of a fear of maybe being hurt or, fear of what happened to them in the past. So if this was your energy, Taurus, then you were basically very closed off, okay? You may not necessarily have been cruel and vindictive, but you might have been very cold and just not receptive to anyone's advances. And you might have had someone who is the King of Wands, okay, a possible fire sign, who was pursuing you very heavily in this past position, and you were just kind of like, no, I don't think so. Not sure about that. Not ready for your nonsense. Because sometimes, even as romantic and intense as this person can come off, sometimes, this is I think we're better off as friends, because this person likes the beginning of relationships. Okay, and so if you sense that in any way, you might have been like, nope, not trying to let you in. Or maybe, you are with this person, this is your partner. Or vice versa, if this is your partner who's not letting you in and you were trying to get into, then basically, things from the past were affecting your relationship at that time. Okay, but this is someone who tries very hard to satisfy their partner. Okay, and just very fired up and energetic about love and relationships. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present position, and then we can try to figure out who these people are. So in your present position, you have the World in reverse. You have the Five of Swords. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Wands, okay? Not Pentacles, Wands. Okay, so the World card in reverse is telling us that there is some sort of lack of closure perhaps going on here. This could represent possibly your relationship being stuck in a rut, or a failed relationship. Just things are stagnant, things are not moving forward. This is saying that you need to maybe open up to your partner and open up to the possibilities. Um, or just basically that you're still kind of closed off. So maybe you are the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? And now you are not allowing the relationship to progress, okay? Maybe this fire sign person was pursuing you and you were having some sort of relationship with each other, but now in this present position, this relationship is not really going anywhere, okay? And your plans may be falling apart or things are getting delayed, but this card is basically saying that you need to open up, okay? And you have now the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords represents conflict, okay? Lots of conflict, tension. This can also represent inconsistent behavior, just a struggle. It can also represent mind games, lying, manipulation. Okay, so one of the partners in this situation is being selfish, okay, and not caring about the other person. Like the other person in this situation is not feeling loved, not feeling supported. So someone in this situation is not feeling the love, all right? And on another note, it could indicate that your partner feels like you're too much, you're too hard to handle, you're too much for them, and that can cause some type of negative behavior from them. If they feel like either you're giving them too much trouble or you're just more than they can handle at this time. All right, because the Three of Wands says that, baby, it's time to figure out if this is the right situation. Are you and your partner on the same page, or is it time to move on? Okay. And so you need to be open and honest about what your expectations are. And, can things move to the next level? Okay. This card, though, can also indicate that there is another person in this situation. And whether it's a third party or a cheating situation, or one of you is longing for somebody else. Do you see this person? Their back is turned to us because they're focused, they're looking somewhere else. Their energies are focused somewhere else. So this card represents, that being in a relationship with somebody, but somebody else is on your mind. So that could be you or that could be your partner, but one of you guys is waiting for maybe something better to come along. You're just doing this until something better. So, Taurus, I kind of feel like that might be you. Because if you've got your guard up, okay, you've got your walls put up, you're not ready to let this person who's pursuing you in, and you're holding on to baggage from the past, all right, that's causing tensions and troubles. And maybe you're just dealing with this person because you're waiting for something better to come along. All right, you're not really interested in this person. You like the attention that you get from them, but you don't really look at them as somebody that you can see for a long-term relationship. So let's go ahead and see what cards you guys have in the future, to see how this is all working out. So the first card you have in the future is the Page of Swords, okay? Then you have Temperance in reverse, and then you have the Page of Cups. Okay, so a lot of fast moving but temporary still kind of energy, okay? A little bit of imbalance here. So the Page of Swords, this card represents communications, some type of messages, secret messages maybe, okay? But this also represents like getting down to the heart of things, getting down to the heart of the situation, the central issue, okay? So if you've been having issues in a relationship, this card basically comes in and says, okay, let's try to see what's going on here. Okay. This can also, if you're single, represent that maybe you're trying to date, maybe you're trying to do some type of internet dating, or you're having a lot of communication with somebody via text messages or via emails and things like that. In a relationship, though, this can also indicate someone maybe possibly spying on someone. Okay, so one of you guys is spying on the other. This is a period of like a suspicion, a lot of arguing, possible trust issues or arguments because of trust issues because one of you guys is paranoid. Okay, so then we have the Temperance, which clearly shows that there's an imbalance because it's in the reverse. So there's some type of disharmony, a lot of irritability, okay, a lot of bickering going on, unjust accusations. Okay, somebody's trying very hard to hang on to the other person or to the relationship, even though it is out of balance, even though things are not going well. Okay, and it's basically one of you is giving more than the other. Okay, one partner is giving more than the other, and trying. All right, and if you're single, this is saying that you may be trying too hard and pushing away your potential partner, your potential love interest. Okay, so you know, I'm looking at the Queen of Swords because when you see a court card for the swords, the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, any of those in reverse, really points towards, like, I can't, I want to say mental issues, but some type of like very cold, almost unempathetic behavior. Someone who doesn't have any empathy or sympathy for others. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is you, but I'm just saying now that I see the Temperance in reverse, and it's just a situation where, okay, it's one of two things. If, because we have the Page of Swords, it's not in reverse, but because the Page of Swords can represent, the spying and just the kind of suspicion. All right, and then you have Temperance in reverse, which is saying that one person's giving more than the other, and there's like unfair accusations, and you know maybe the person who's the Queen of Swords in reverse, right, is just hell on wheels. Okay, whether that's you, Taurus, I don't know. Whether that's your partner, you'll know reading this. Okay, Queen of Swords is hell on wheels. King, whoever's the King of Rods, whoever's this fire energy. Okay, so male or female, either way. Whoever's this King of Rods was trying very hard to pursue this person and to form this relationship. All right, so in the present position, it's not really going that well. There's a lot of fights, there's a lot of arguments and conflicts, a lot of mind games being played. And if you are the Queen of Swords in reverse, you are playing mind games. All right, whoever the Queen of Swords in reverse is the person playing mind games, okay? And possibly because they really don't want this person, okay? They just want maybe the attention from this person, or they're holding on to baggage from the past, the Death card in reverse. And then with the Three of Wands, they're looking back, or they're longing for that other person, okay? And if it's not that situation, then because you are giving this King of Rods so much trouble, King of Wands, I should say, so much trouble, that person may be looking out to something else, okay? And maybe you realize that they want out of this situation, and you're the one who's trying very hard to hold on to them, and you're using mind games and manipulations to try to keep them here. But then we have the Page of Cups come in, and the Page of Cups represents love messages, love letters, being in love with love, daydreaming, your intuition being at like its peak, okay, and following your intuition, or some type of unexpected good news, okay? Or you could maybe have a younger person that comes in, is pursuing you, okay, that you're interested in. This can also represent somebody who comes into your life and kind of wakes up your emotions, all right, because they represent the Page of Cups, so they inspire you to be more loving, more warm, more caring. So if you're still in this situation with the King of Wands, then ending out this reading, you're trying now. You've gone from the Queen of Swords to the Page of Cups. So you're not the Queen of Cups yet. You're not in big love, but you're starting to warm up to this person a little bit more, okay? You realize that, what, whatever fights and stuff that you're having, you've had some type of epiphany that you want to give this person maybe a chance, okay? And that you're going to show them a little bit of that love and affection and kind of match some of this intensity. Not a lot, not all of it now, because the page is very like young, immature energy, okay? But you're trying nonetheless, if that's what that scenario represents. It can also represent that maybe, you didn't really make it with this person. Okay, the relationship was too unbalanced, and you realize you don't really want this person because you want somebody who's more like this. You want somebody who's more emotional. Maybe the King of Wands just wasn't giving you the emotional Maybe he was giving you romance, but not connecting with you emotionally, and that wasn't allowing you to put your guard down, okay? Because you've been hurt before. You've been hurt before. Maybe you've been hurt by this King of Wands before, and therefore you didn't trust him, or hurt by somebody like him, and you didn't trust him, and so therefore you weren't going to open up. But this Page of Cups is giving you a little bit more motivation to let your guard down, and it's warming your feelings a little bit more. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Taurus. That's a very interesting reading. If this resonates with you, you'll know right away. You'll know which person you are, whether you're the Queen of Swords in reverse, whether you're the King of Rods pursuing someone that wouldn't let you in and giving you a hard time, and you're fighting to get something from them, and then finally at the end, you got a breakthrough. Or you'll know if, you'll know who you are when I'm reading it. I don't know who you are, but you will. All right, but thank you so much for joining me with this reading, Taurus. I hope you guys are having a blast this summer. I don't know what part of the country you're in, but here up in the Northeast, I keep complaining that I feel like we've only had like 10 days of summer so far. But hopefully things warm up a little bit. So if you like this reading and you enjoyed it, like it, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. You can hit me up for a personal reading, either via my email or here on YouTube. Okay, guys? And I will see you at the next reading. Your love readings are also going up at the same time. So once you check out this reading, your general reading are going up also. So you can check that out too. All right, Taurus. See you guys at the next reading.